So in my last couple of Chainlink videos, we took a look at how Chainlink is really moving upward in a very nice, very predictable pattern, really. Getting to that top actually sooner and sooner each time. Hopefully we're going to reach that top again somewhere around here if the price, if the pattern continues. But let's zoom in a little bit, and it's really hard to complain about what it's doing, except when you compare it to what some of the other cryptos are doing. But before we jump into that, let's take a look a little bit closer at what Chainlink is doing on a daily basis right now, just as far as some of the basic technicals. So right here we have this pretty good area where it hit some resistance and then broke through in a pretty textbook way and bounced off of it and is looking to be heading higher now. At the same time, we have a bunch of higher highs and higher lows. There's a bunch of higher lows, and here's the higher highs. So those are looking pretty nice. Looking for another higher high here at some point. So not sure when it's going to really kick in. It's feeling like it's moving a little bit slowly, but again, really basically when we're comparing it to what some of the top performers are doing. Let's take a look at how it compares to Ethereum right now, because it's kind of interesting to see here. This is a comparison here on the screen here with both of them, Ethereum on the top, Chainlink on the bottom. So here is the previous all-time high for Ethereum. It is now, it has broken that previous all-time high right now. And the last time Ethereum was back here, Chainlink was at its all-time highs, 51, 52. And now that Ethereum is back up there, well, Chainlink is nowhere near there. We're around 32 right now. So it's definitely a big gap from how it has followed Ethereum in the past and how it is performing now. So that's one of the reasons why we're feeling like Chainlink is being left a little bit behind, even though it is actually performing fairly well. Let's also take a look at what Polkadot is doing. Polkadot broke through its previous all-time highs as well. So it's performing. It's one of the better performers right now, and it's keeping pace with what it did in comparison to Ethereum last time. Now, on the way down, I made a video about how it was very volatile. It dropped faster and farther below percentage-wise and price-wise faster than Chainlink. And so it was looking like it was weaker at the time. Well, it was weaker at the time, but it was also looking more volatile. So I was saying how it might also have increased volatility on the way back up, and that might be a good thing. And that did turn out to be a very good thing for Polkadot. It did maintain that volatility and got right back up and past where it was. So Link wasn't as volatile, and right now we're seeing how that's playing out because it's a little bit more muted. But again, keep in mind that it is still moving up in a very nice technical way. It's only when you compare it to the top performers that you're seeing problems. But I mean, it does seem to be a little bit of a problem beyond just price movement, just because of the fact that it was keeping pace with these other guys before, and it's not. It's not now. But if we go back to that big view, let's go back to the weekly here and zoom out again a little bit. Now, considering that it was able to keep pace so well in the past, and it has not done anything to break this long-term pattern, I don't know. I think one of the assumptions you can make, I'm not telling you, this is not financial advice for you, but I did make a buy call down here based on a bunch of factors and measurements. I made a whole long video about that, so I'm not going to go over it again. But it has been playing out exactly according to that prediction that I made in the past. And I'm not making a big prediction here, but all I'm saying is that there doesn't seem to be anything fundamentally wrong with Chainlink. And the fact that it is maintaining this price and having such a clockwork pattern here, to me, says that there are some fundamental basics going on in this market that are keeping it on this type of repeating pattern. For example, let's say, well, we know that the company in charge of Chainlink owns a lot of Chainlink and they sell them regularly. So that might be at least partially responsible for this somewhat repeating pattern. Now, as far as I know, nothing has changed. I haven't heard anything, I haven't seen anything, and so I have no reason to not believe that this pattern will continue. And I don't see any reason to see why it wouldn't be able to keep pace with the best performers as it always has in the past, Ethereum, Polkadot, and some others. To me, that is saying that we are looking for a really strong showing here soon. Now, that might not happen. There might be some details that I'm not aware of. All I'm saying that is in the technicals and in the charts, I'm looking for Chainlink to catch up to those guys here somewhere in this zone. So that's what I'm keeping my eye out for. If you found this information useful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. And if you want to catch future videos on topics like this, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.